12C number 1 and 2. Ramon has applied to both Princeton and Stanford. He thinks the probability that Princeton will admit him is 0.4, the probability that Stanford will admit him is 0.5, and the probability that both will admit him is 0.2. Make a Venn diagram, then answer these questions. Question 1, what is the probability that neither university admits Ramon? I drew out the diagram for us. Remember that the entire box is the entire sample space. And remember, the rules of probability says that the entire sample space, the whole box, is 1. So within the entire sample space of probabilities, we have the diagram where Stanford, the probability of him getting admitted to Stanford is 0.5. The probability of him getting admitted to Princeton is 0.4. And the probability of Ramon getting admitted to both schools is 0.2. So question 1 is saying that what is asking what the probability is that neither universities admit Ramon. To find that probability, you have to subtract this entire box right here, this whole thing. You got to subtract this whole thing, both circles, to 1, because the probability of, again, the probability of the entire box is 1. So let's write that out. So the probability that no schools admit him, no schools, is equal to 1 minus, so we got to subtract this whole thing. Subtracting the whole thing, you have to go 0.5 plus 0.4. But if you don't subtract the 0.2, then you overlap. Remember, this is an overlap. So you have to subtract the 0.2 also. So once again, let me write that out. So 0.5 plus 0.4 minus 0.2, the overlap. And that will yield 1, let's put on our calculator, 1 minus 0.5 plus 0.4 minus 0.2 equals 0.3. So the probability that no school admit Ramon is 0.3. Alright, so that's how you solve for number 1. Number 2 is asking what is the probability that he gets into Stanford but not Princeton. This is an easier question. It's just asking, if I'm going to write this out, it's just asking for obviously this, right? Just this whole thing right here. I don't know if you can see that. Sorry for the bad drawing. Just for this whole thing. Let me erase that. Alright, so just the Stanford part. So you're going to have to subtract this entire circle right here. Right? So how do we calculate that? We're going to go 0.5 plus 0.4 minus 0.2 and then minus 0.4. So 0.5 plus 0.4 minus 0.2 minus 0.4, which is 0.3. And just to clarify what this means, this is saying that 0.5, right, this Stanford circle, plus 0.4, this Princeton circle, minus 0.2, you're just getting rid of the overlap. So what I just did was I added this entire shape right here. I'm drawing it out. This entire shape right here. And then I subtracted the 0.2 overlap. And then this minus 0.4 part is subtracting just this circle. So I took away this 0.4 part, and I got 0.3. Hopefully that makes sense. 12C is difficult altogether. I'll probably do more questions on 12C, but this is how you do number 1 and 2 on 12C.